The Josh Heupel game. Oklahoma travels to Tennessee. Tennessee favored by 3. Right? Obviously, the lore, right? If you don't know, Josh Heupel, national championship winning quarterback at Oklahoma. Now the head coach at Tennessee. Things we love to see here. Oklahoma coming off of a loss. That John Mateer, unfortunately, having surgery in the middle of the season, maybe having an impact on his performance right now. But Tennessee, I still think is a fantastic football team. I still think, and I believe this to be true, if they get healthy in the secondary, I still think that they are a potential national championship contender. Maybe not to win the whole thing, but to potentially make a run. So I think this is a fantastic matchup right here, and I am a little bit surprised, CD, that this line is only 3, because I will be taking Tennessee in this spot at home, -3.
Especially at Neyland too. Like that to me, I was a little shocking too. I'm going to be with you with Tennessee. Not only is it the Josh Heupel game, but you got some other connections here. Obviously, Heupel, with the familiar with OU, his staff is going to be littered with Oklahoma connections, right? So Landry Jones, former Oklahoma quarterback as well, he's at Tennessee as an offensive analyst. Joey Hazel, right, former Oklahoma back
Yep.
quarterback and staffer, he's at Tennessee with Heupel. How about another person with some animosity towards the Sooners, and that's Seth Littrell. Seth Littrell,
Yeah.
former Oklahoma fullback, same national title team as Josh Heupel, former Oklahoma offensive coordinator, getting the boot, getting blamed for Jackson Arnold not being able to read a defense,
by the way.
vindicated, and now here he is at Tennessee. We love it. This is why we love college football. A lot of fun here. You talked about this game. Both teams only 2 losses, both alive and well for everything they want to accomplish in this college football season. Can OU, can John Mateer find consistency on offense? If there is a team to do it against in the SEC, like one of your premier teams, it's going to be Tennessee. Their defense has been banged up. You talked about it. Their secondary has been banged up. Do they get healthy? Do we see a couple familiar faces? Do we see a couple of legit NFL people come back for them? That will be interesting, something to monitor for sure. Tennessee has struggled in conference. I think they're giving up over 30 a game in the SEC. Now, you've played some pretty good offenses, no doubt, but you've made Gunnar Stockton look like an NFL quarterback, and I love the dude, but I don't know if that's necessarily his future. And how about Tennessee? Can they use what Ole Miss did, play enough defense, right, and have success on offense? Like, they had some chunk plays. Trinidad Chambers had a lot of success. Like, you see some parallels between him and Joey Aguilar. It'll be huge for Tennessee. I like Heupel. I like Tennessee. We've already talked about that in this game here. Like, this Oklahoma team, it's a good team. It's very talented. Defensively, they scare you. In that secondary, they got picked apart a little bit by Ole Miss. Now it's Lane Kiffin. I understand that. But this Tennessee offense has the receivers and quarterback to take advantage of that as well. Do they have the offensive line? Do you trust them to hold up, right, against some pretty darn good front there, a very darn good front with Oklahoma? And then can they run the football? And then if you play with a lead there in Neyland Stadium against this struggling Oklahoma offense, that's a real good recipe for you guys if you're Tennessee. So I'm on Tennessee. I think they jump out to them, and I think they get a huge win, and they're staring at a playoff berth too after that.
Yeah, and then we just talked about Vanderbilt at Texas. Like, Vanderbilt wins that game and Tennessee wins this game. Like, wow, is your calendar circled for November 29th for multitude of reasons, by the way, not just that specific game. But if you're fans of those two teams, yeah, the calendar starts getting a little bit more narrow, right? You start looking at that one game right there. You're like, whoa, that's a big one. And obviously, Jemima McCoy's out, Ricky Gibson's out, Colton Hood getting hurt in that Kentucky game, like a guy that's come in and just been pretty lights out. Like, maybe he's back. Maybe he's good to go for this one. That would be huge, right? Like, if you could find another way to, like, kind of bandage this thing together and, like, scrape out a win against Oklahoma, like, without, once again, without those 3 guys, like that would be That'd be really impressive to me. And like you talked about, like being able to manage this Oklahoma defense and what Brent Venables has to offer is absolutely imperative to the success of the Tennessee team because they will have to score points. Not that Oklahoma's offense is like elite or dominant. Ben Arbuckle's a good offensive coordinator. John Mateer is good, even though he's like kind of dealing with some injury stuff. They have some good receivers. Isaiah Satania continues to impress. I mean, running backs are coming out the wazoo. Like, oh yeah, this running. We got Blaylock. They got guys. So Oklahoma, I'll say, is a very well-rounded team. Like there are not a lot of areas on that team where I'm like, they could get exposed here, right? I don't feel that way about a lot of their position groups. So if they come together and put together 4 quarters of good football, and John Mateer plays well, and these receivers separate against some of these DBs that aren't, their number one guys, then yeah, there's a path for Oklahoma to win this football game, right? Does Joey Aguilar throw some interceptions, right? Does Tennessee take care of the football? Like, that's going to be huge in this game, right? Like, how much of an impact does the turnover margin have in this game? Because I would anticipate Oklahoma, given what we've seen, is in a better position to win that battle, So if you're Oklahoma, can you move the ball offensively against that Tennessee defense? You have to, right? If you don't, then you're in trouble, but they likely will. And then defensively, can you find ways to put pressure on Joey Aguilar? Can you force turnovers? Can you generate negative plays? I mean, it's gonna be a dang good ball game, man. I get why this line's at -3, I maybe would have thought that number would be beyond 3 a little bit, as that is a very key number. I, like you, am on Tennessee -3, but I see all the pathways. I get it. I get why an Oklahoma fan would believe that they can win this game because I think that they can as well.